everyone. I'm Ronnie Trickshot from Down Under, and
I'm G.I. Jetman from Canandaigua, New York.
hello, Jetman. How's it going, mate?
All right.
All right. I noticed you're wearing a Houston Astros cap today.
Yes.
Are you having a go at me, mate?
No.
Well, I'm not having a go at you
No,
with my Texas
no.
Rangers cap.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Commiserations, mate. You're out of the playoffs race, and so is my team. Which it was devastating considering I've been a Rangers fan for my whole life since June.
Since June. Okay.
Yep.
At least you got a World Series.
We got two. Yep. Yeah. I mean, that happened a couple of years ago. That was
we got two, but one of them's legit. And the first one was a little on the troubled side, but
fair enough. I wasn't around when the Rangers won their first one, so I was around, but I just wasn't a fan. But been a fan my whole life.
Yeah, since June.
Since June, my whole baseball life, anyway. It didn't really take an interest in baseball until I went to a game, and then I went to a game and I fell in love. It was love at first sight, Jezza.
Yeah.
Was it love at first sight for you and the Astros, or?
It kind of started in 2005 when I had liked a bunch of players, and I just got. They made the World Series that year, and they lost, but I think I watched that every game.
No. Was it anyone before then, or it's just always been the Astros?
That was our first World Series. Yeah. Before then, I was basically. Before that, I was a fan of a player, not a team. So.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Let's have a look who's in the chat, mate. There's a few people rolling in. Swords is here. Matthew Comstock. I was live with him last night on Podcast from the Pit.
Nice.
Still got my cup here.
Well, this morning for me.
Oh yeah, this morning for you, last night for me. So I've had a good night's sleep in between that. A little bit shorter than usual, seeing as it was quite late at night for me. But it's all right. It's Sunday now. I can have a good sleep in. It's good. You like your sleep, don't you?
Yeah,
it's good. Sleeping is good fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wes, Joe Hunter 73.
What's up, Wes?
G'day, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend, Wes. It's good to see you, bro. Dusty Toys AU. G'day, brother.
Hey, Dusty.
Hi, guys. Anyone else here fresh from the Treasures for Trigger premiere? I haven't watched it. Neither has Jeremiah. Yeah, we were busy doing a couple of little preparatory things in here, but we'll certainly go back and watch Phil's video. I love watching Phil's videos. Phil's videos are great.
Yeah, he's funny.
And like a whole different sort of view of the world, I suppose, from Japan, which
an Australian from Japan.
Absolutely. Oh, he's actually a New Zealander.
Oh, okay.
There you go. But we don't.
I love New Zealand.
I love New Zealand too.
I'd move to New Zealand just because, just because of Lord of the Rings. But
absolutely, I would. Look, Aussies claim New Zealanders all the time, so happy to say that Phil's an Aussie. But Dusty's definitely an Australian.
And Kiwi lives there too, I think. Or
Kiwi, yes, Campbell, yep, and his brother Quentin there in New Zealand. So I'll have to get over there and visit them at some point. The Royal Rooster is here.
What's up,
Good
Royal?
to see you, brother. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I should get a cock-a-doodle-doo sound effect. Play it for the Royal Rooster.
I say, Royal Rooster. I'm Foghorn Leghorn.
I didn't know you could do a Foghorn Leghorn voice, Jezza. Your voices are going to come in very handy today, though. Yep. We'll see how we go. The Retro Tinker, Nate. G'day, Nate. Hello, sir.
How you doing, Retro?
Good to see you, mate. Joe Fan 84.
Hey, Joe Fan 84. What's up?
Going. Joshy. Say hello to Mr. S for us if he's running around. If not, tell him to watch this stream on replay. He might enjoy this one because we're going to be reading a comic together. So, should be good. Tony Speaks is here. Ronnie and Jezza. Yo. Hello, Tony. He's my favorite man. Very good looking man. I won't use the other words I typically use to describe him because I just told Josh to tell Mr. S to watch this. Well, we're speaking of Kiwi. There he is.
Kiwi. What's up, Campbell?
Legend himself. What's a bloke saying hello to everyone else in the chat? Everyone loves everyone. That's fantastic. Dusty Toys is a Mariners fan. Mariners fan. Fair enough.
He's got one of the best players that ever played a game, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
one of my favorites.
Yeah. Who's the other one there? The Japanese bloke, Higashioka. Is that him? No. Higashioka's a Rangers player.
He just went in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Ichiro.
Forgotten his name.
Suzuki.
Ichiro Suzuki. Yep. I've seen that viral clip where he reaches over into the crowd to take a catch in front of this lady, and the lady's like, "Oh my god!" She's a massive fan of his.
I watched his Hall of Fame speech was on YouTube. I watched it.
Okay, cool beans. Oh, look at this.
Hello, Mrs. Trickshot. Trickshot, sorry.
Mrs. Trickshot is in the house. I did suggest to her that she watched this morning, and she sort of rolled her eyes, as she usually does with me and G.I. Joe stuff. But she's obviously out in the lounge room with my little dog on her lap.
Dusty?
Yeah. Yep, with Dusty on her lap. Yep.
Dusty was named for the character Dusty of G.I. Joe?
Oh, well.
No?
According to me, he was. Not according to Mrs. Trickshot. Mrs. Trickshot suggested it, and I said, yeah, that's a great name. Yeah. But he's great. The name suits him. He's a good little dog. We've got Jono's here. Hello, Rex Shit. Yeah. Same time toys. Shane. I caught a little bit of his stream this morning with Woody and Legend.
My Canadian brother.
Oh, yes. See, I keep forgetting that. He's from the same hometown as you. But the world is such a small place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. Lots of blokes saying hello to each other. I think I've just about covered everyone. If I missed you, I do apologise. Royal Rooster saying he's a Blue Jays fan, which is fair. And Josh is saying he wants to go to Australia so he can get himself an Aussie Sheila. You do, mate. They go all right. Let me tell you. No complaints with Mrs. B.
Royal Rooster. My dad was a Blue Jays fan. Big Blue. I went to see many games up there.
Yep. No, beautiful. Jezza, you got some stuff that you wanted to show off before we read out.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
A couple things I just want a shout out to my brother Jono. He hooked me up with a slice and dice.
Oh yeah.
So I haven't done the review yet, but I'm gonna.
Couple of ninjas.
And then shout out to Maximum Warp. He hooked me up with 2 Cobra modification, fornication, porta potties, if you want to call them, but they're not in this room. So
okay, fair enough.
And then I got this from Hasbro Pulse, Budo.
Oh, superb! So I watched Adam's review of that, and that looks awesome. That figure.
Adam's a great reviewer. And then I also got Desert Scorpion from Hasbro.
You've had a massive week, mate.
Yeah. And then
gosh.
And then from Crania Studios, I got some 3D printed heads. I got this John McClane. I put on the Quick Kick Buck.
Yep.
And then one of my favorite movies and comedians. I got an Uncle Buck head to make an Uncle Buck figure.
Bit of John Candy action.
Yes.
Nice, mate. You've had a massive week.
Yeah,
massive week.
And I got Dial Tones on the way from Hasbro Pulse. I found it $24.99 on Hasbro Pulse. Anybody who's interested, he's still in stock.
Beautiful, mate.
So as soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh my god!" And I had the money, so I said, "I'm getting it."
Good work.
No more FOMO. No more FOMO.
No more FOMO. Exactly right. That just shows if you're patient, you'll get them at a good deal.
If I just wait, I'll get the All Striker and the snake armor. So I just got to be patient.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
no Campbell's more messaging me. What's going on with Campbell? Campbell has just messaged me a picture of an Outpost Defender box. Thank you, Campbell.
Oh,
You're
nice.
a legend, mate. Love you. Oh, Campbell, you funny bastard. There's a few more blokes jumped into the chat here.
All right.
Go far away. Yeah, what were you going to say? If you
I do any more FOMO, Shane will kill me.
I think a few of us will, mate. We're always telling you, no, it's all right, mate. There's no hurry.
Freaking crystal ball.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a story in that.
Yeah.
It's a memory.
Yeah.
Nolan's here.
What's
Nolan's
up, Nolan?
here.
We're told to be official.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Ronnie, Jetman, and the chat. Good man. Not Rachel is here. Hello, Carlos.
What's up, Carlos?
Good to see you, brother bear.
Carlos, I think I just subscribed to your channel.
Oh, really? Does he do stuff? I hope I'm subscribed.
I saw
Carlos, do you?
I saw it on there, and I clicked on subscribe, and it wasn't subscribed. So.
Oh well, I have to look that up. Remind me to, mate. Remind me to do that. Stumbler is here. He's looking forward to reading some special missions with us.
Yes.
And he's just completed his Marvel run of G.I. Joe issues 1 through 155. Congratulations, mate. That is a monumental achievement.
Yeah.
I need 2. So I need 144 and 155. Probably the 2 most expensive ones. So I have to talk really nicely to Mrs. B at some point to get them because, spending
watch it. She's in the chat.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. But yeah, well done, Stumbler. That's fantastic. Really good. Larry's here as well. Hello, Larry.
Larry.
Good to see you, brother. Yeah. Also, Tristan
Where's
T.
Hillbilly? Where's Hillbilly?
Where's Hillbilly? He's usually busy on a Saturday night.
Oh no, he works at night.
Yeah, he does. But I think on weekends he likes going down to the track with his missus and watching some cars do burnouts and stuff. That's his Saturday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Tristan's here. Yep. Lots of stuff going on in the chat. It's just nuts. Lots of people here. And my wife is laughing. That's fantastic. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Yes, Larry has confirmed that Hillbilly is at the races, and so has Matt. And Wes is doing poo emoticons to Larry for some reason. Good work, Wes. Josh is pretty happy to be joining us. Tristan said he recently bought the G.I. Joe Compendium Volume 2. Yes, that arrived at my house this week, and I opened it live on the pit last night. So I'm looking forward to ripping into that. Special Missions is actually part of that compendium, the first 15 issues. So that was a cool little inclusion, which I suppose brings us nicely to what we were going to do today. Jezza.
Yeah.
I know you're a massive fan of the G.I. Joe cartoons. Is that fair to say?
At least the real American, at least the Sunbow one.
The Sunbow ones, yeah, not the Deke. You don't like the Deke as much.
I haven't really watched it. I watched Dragonfly.
Oh yeah. The opening 5 episodes they were written by Buzz Dixon. Funny, I met that guy. He's a good dude. Swordsman says, Jesse, you're an angel for putting up with this man. Thank you, Matt. Well done. And hello, Lawrence. Lawrence is here. Good to see you, Lawrence. You're a legend, brother.
Lawrence.
Yep, good man. All right. So anyway, I was saying that you're a fan of the cartoons, but not really the comics. You didn't read many of the comics when you were a kid.
No.
Is that right?
Nope.
Everyone loves the Deke. Jesse's just questioning whether she is an angel. Yes, she is an angel. Absolutely, she is. So you haven't read many of the comics. I haven't either. And funnily enough, whilst I've got most of the Special Missions comics, I haven't read a lot of them. And I'm a bit ashamed to say that, especially with Mrs. Trickshot in the chat, because I spent all this money on these comics and I haven't read them.
Oh boy.
It's a bit naughty. But today I thought we could read Special Missions issue 1 together.
I do have a whole column of Avengers comics, but
have you read them?
Yeah, some of them.
It's a big pile on Azza today. Like, honestly, everyone's singing Mrs. Burgess's praises and telling her she's a hero for sticking around with me. What's Stumbler saying here? Says that he loves in the G.I. Joe movie from the 80s when the Joes were prisoners in Cobra La. You see Ninja Snake Eye standing by the cell doors while still having grenades on his chest. Yeah, it's funny. One of those funny things from the cartoon. Yeah, good.
And
so yeah,
it's weird.
Yep.
You know what's weird about the cartoon? It's like
what's weird?
Like once in a while, Snake Eyes is with Timber, but then half the time he's like Timber's nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Joe Ara has joined us as well.
What's up, Joe?
Good to see you, Joe.
I saw you got some more reviews. I gotta watch them.
Absolutely. Josh, you're not helping here, mate. Funny stuff. Anyway, so where am I on this website? I think it's called Zip Comic. So if you Google Zip Comic, you can read most vintage comics online for free. And I'll add it to the stage here. I've managed to set up another screen today, which I'm quite happy about. It was surplus to requirements at work, so I brought it home. And my house is now a little bit fuller of junk, but at least a second screen certainly helps me reading a comic. So this is Special Missions, the first issue in a new series of G.I. Joe. It's from 1986, I think. So I was 4 years old. How old were you, Jezza?
I was 11.
You were 11. You got a couple of years on me, mate.
Yeah, I'm old. I just turned 50 last April.
I'm so happy that Jono's around because I used to be the youngest guy in the G.I. Joe community, but then Jono showed up and he's younger than all of us by about 20 years. That's good. Mrs. Trickshot says that she wasn't even born. Stumbler says he was 13.
There you go.
So maybe you're not old. You're not old. Fair enough. Sword says he can remember buying Special Missions 1. He was pissed because it was 75 cents and not 60 cents.
The days when you go to
Punk says he dealt with me for 5 days at Joe Fest and he was ready to ask for a divorce.
Wait till you meet me in next June.
All right. Everyone just rub it in, Jesse. I was 11 as well. Says, were you always in Canandaigua? Because if you were always in Canada, no, you weren't.
I grew up in Lima.
Okay. I was going to say, if you were always in Canandaigua, you might have known Shane, but maybe not. Yeah. He's so old he farts dust. Fair enough. Anyway, so Special Missions 1. What do you see on the cover here, mate? What's going on? Is that wetsuit? I reckon it is. Hey,
it looks like wetsuit and.
I don't know who
Cobra officer. I don't.
Someone ratcheting down the side of a large ship. Tell us in the comment who you think is on the cover there. It's definitely wetsuit.
Yeah.
Who is the guy in the grey? We know Shipwreck. 90s Shipwreck came like that, but this was a long time before.
Yeah.
Shipwreck. And the chat has lit up. So Royal Rooster says it's Torpedo. Joe Fan 84 says it's Torpedo. Tristan says it's Torpedo. Sword says it's Torpedo. Yes. Stumbler says it's Torpedo as well. Thank you for your help in the chat. So it's Wetsuit and Torpedo. We should have realized, mate. Torpedo. Of course it's Torpedo. And they're clearly shooting at something. Yeah. Do you think they'd be entering the water or exiting the water? Because I don't know if those weapons would still work if they were exiting.
Yeah. My guess they're exiting the water.
Yeah. Exiting the water. All right. So maybe someone's chucked the guns down to them.
Yeah.
Hella Geek is here. Hello, Hella Geek. Happy Saturday.
Hello.
It's Sunday, and it's Hella Geek's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yep. Hope you're having a great day and you got some good got some good loot.
I was gonna say they're climbing up the flag, but it looks like the whale. Or no, I don't know.
Oh, it's a big ship. It's some sort of big ship. Punk says it's Snake Eyes. Don't you see the Uzi? It could be Snake Eyes.
Could be.
Yeah, but no, I think it is Torpedo. Respectfully, it is Torpedo. Joe Fan says flippers aren't the best climbing footwear. So anyway, let's head into the first page, and I'll see if I can zoom in here so we can see what's going on. There's obviously a helicopter flying around over the top of a ship. Just by way of crediting the authors here, Larry Harmer did the story, and Herb Trimpe did some of the art, with Bob Sharpen, Phil Felix, Don Daly, Bob Harris, and Jim Shooter, the editor-in-chief. So some real big names there. Some of the big guns of G.I. Joe comics. And this special missions is called That Sinking Feeling, and we start off somewhere in the Baltic. If I zoom in close enough, do you reckon you could read the radio message here?
Somewhere in the Baltic.
Yep.
No.
I can go closer. There we go. You see that? I'll go even closer. There we go.
She is exactly what she appears to be. Colonel. What the hell is that name? Colonel
Breckhoff.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. He's one of the October Guard. Yep. The Swede.
Okay.
Yep. Far away.
Oh, you want me to do the next one?
Oh, I can if you want. The Swedish trawler, Christina, out of Karlskrona. No sophisticated radar away. No ECM with an asterisk masts. No deep searching sonar pulses. And no decks awash with herring and mackerel. No, Dana, I think maybe the only fish that Christina is interested in are built by General Dynamics at the Groton shipyards. Okay. So it's a fishing boat.
Yeah.
That might not be a fishing boat. Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's flick the page. What have we got here, mate? Do you want to read some of this? I reckon. Have you got a cutter voice in you?
I don't know if I can do Boston accent.
That's right. Just read it.
What though?
It's cool.
Why do you think Torpedo the Soviet Navy started operating under attack helicopters instead of their usual? I can't read. Usual hormones, helixes and hormones.
And I'll go Torpedo. Looks like the Russian Navy called in the October Guard. I've got a positive make on Dana and Colonel Breckhoff. So they've spotted something on the way towards the ship. And down below in the galley, it's one of our favorite characters. It's Shipwreck. Do you want to read what Shipwreck says here? Maybe I'll do Polly.
I didn't see that. First day on our undercover. Oh my God, undercover
cruise,
and we get buzzed by the Russian equivalent of the G.I. Joe team.
Squawk. Shipwreck was a sailor. A salty dog was he. Squawk. And the worstest cook that ever sailed upon the briny sea. Squawk. It's funny stuff. So someone's up on deck. We'd best make this fast. We'd best make fast this tarp. Deep Six. It's a bit of a mouthful. So someone's telling Deep Six to
can't have them glimpse our. Can't have them glimpse our deck. Cargo. Huh? Yep. Wetsuit. A wetsuit.
Yeah, so there's something under that tarp, and they want to hide it from the October Guard.
I can't read.
So I'll take this one. Make another pass at her stern, Dana. I want to compare the crewmen to our dossiers of known intelligence operatives and covert military types. Aha! So the October Guard reckon they've caught G.I. Joe up to something under this tarp. Wes likes my Polly impersonation. I didn't really put heaps of May on it. Jesse likes Polly as well. Funny stuff. Kiwi says smash that like button. Yeah. Oh, and Stumbler said Cutter is from Kansas.
Oh,
interesting.
Interesting, because his toy has a Boston hat on.
Yeah, he wears a Boston Red Sox cap. Yeah, that is nuts. We'll come. Tristan wants us to do the accents. We'll try, mate. We'll try. I promise. We'll keep trying. All right, so let's see what's under this tarp. One of the Swedish fishermen is actually Deep Six, the diving specialist of the G.I. Joe team. So is Brekov still narrating here? The other crewmen are Joes with nautical specialties as well. So you spotted Deep Six on the deck. Those rumors about an American submarine being disabled on the bottom of the Baltic must be true. The Joes are here on a covert rescue and retrieval mission. And Brekov here looks quite evil. That's quite an expressive face.
Yes.
Yep. Do you want to do the voice of Torpedo and Cutter on this one?
Yeah. Radar shows 3 bandits closing in fast from the north. Russians would come from the east or south. We've got
no scheduled.
We got no scheduled and support. Who could it be?
All right, so things just got even messier for the Joes. Obviously, the October Guard circling ahead, and Wetsuiters has spotted 3 bogies off in the distance. Now, who's this? What's that lady's name? Help us in the chat. Who is the lady from the October Guard? It's Dana, isn't it?
Dana.
What is her full name? Should I do a Dana accent?
Sure.
Comrade Colonel, 3 intruder aircraft.
I see them.
Oh my gosh. Joe Aros says, love the Siggy dangle, for kids. Where was the Siggy dangle? Oh, yeah. Colonel Brekov's got a Siggy hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. And everyone's laughing at my my Dana impersonation. Thank you, Wes.
Das Vidania.
Das Vidania. Das Vidania. Oh, no, they're Cobra Fangs. Oh, crikey. So not only are the October Guard snooping around the G.I. Joe vessel, so are some Cobra Fangs. Almost said Frangs there. That would have been funny. Have you got a Baroness accent, Jezza? Or do you want me to take that as well, because I'm so good at the women?
Deploy and flank!
Keep going.
Yeah. The geriatric gnomes of Moscow think they can beat Cobra to the punch. They're grossly mistaken. Look on her, Sika's fire. No, that was pretty bad. Sorry to all women. Sorry to all women out there.
No, that's that's fine. That's fine. Sword says Dana Janak is the name of that October Guard, and she's Czechoslovakian. Wes is very complimentary of your Baroness voice. Missiles away, Baroness. Initiate evasive action. So it looks like Cobra shooting at the October Guard. So there's all sorts of.
Well, October Guard was always on G.I. Joe's side in the cartoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except for Horror Show, he hated Gun Ho.
Jesse's very complimentary of your Baroness.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dusty says it's like it's really happening live in my living room. This is outstanding. Dusty, you must have pretty low expectations, Dusty, but I'm glad we're entertaining. All right, so and dispense chaff, and infrared flares. So some sort of anti. What do they call it? Some sort of countermeasures to ward off the heat-seeking missiles from Colonel Brekov's chopper. Pop, 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 thoom, thoom. So the Fang's heat-seeking missiles haven't hit their mark. And Shipwreck comes up from down below. And what's he got to say, Jezza?
Chow's on. Ain't you lovers hungry?
So he's just worried about his dinner. which is fair enough. I know someone who's a bit like that. Can't do anything until they've eaten. She might well be in the chat. So, yeah. All right. Next page here. Looks like the fangs are coming back around again. Get around in the back of the hind and get a positive infrared lock on with its exhaust signature. So Baroness is ordering the fangs to come back around and have another crack at Brekov and Dana. On the chin, Colonel, I'm letting a fang slide into your kill zone. Well, I should have done that in Dana's voice. On the chin turret, Colonel, I'm letting a fang slide into your kill zone. So they're working together to obviously drive these fangs into their crosshairs. And Colonel Brekov manages to initiate their guns and blow one of the fangs out of the sky. I got him, Dana! Rat-a-tat-tat-tat. And down goes the fang. Can you do a splush sound for us, Jezza?
Splush!
Good work. Krusty Old Crow is here.
Hey, Krusty Old Crow.
Good to see you, mate. And Mrs. B says yes. She's admitted openly she needs her food. Very good. Oh no, but obviously while Brekov is shooting one of those fangs down, another one gets the better of the October Guard chopper.
We're hit.
Yeah, we're hit. You can keep going if you like, Jezza.
Turn into him. I've got him. Lit up with a tracking beam.
Ooh.
That our missiles can home in on. Whoosh.
Whoosh. So Brekov still manages to unleash some missiles. And what happens?
Wham!
There goes another fang.
I feel like I'm watching Batman 66.
Yeah, pow, wham, whammy. Interesting that there's no parachuting in the comics. In the cartoon, there would be parachuting.
Yes.
People would parachute out of these helicopters. It'd be fun.
I hear Joes die in the comics.
Yes, someone said that in the chat, eh? The boys were talking about that. It's sort of, Joe Aero was saying, Harmer once told me at a con that the secret to the longevity of the comic was that he didn't treat kids like kids. And I felt that on a deep personal level. Yeah, absolutely. So blokes do die in the comics. They definitely do. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't already. And yeah, certainly give me and Jetman a subscribe if you're new. So I'll just put that up in the ticker to remind everyone. The Royal Roosters has confirmed many Joes die in the comics, especially in some of the later issues. Yes, yep, they do. Saw Viper, he cleaned up a few Joes that Larry Harmer didn't want in the storyline anymore. Yeah, and yep, the comics are no joke. People die. So the fang has been exploded, leaving one fang in the air. Colonel Brekov, with a smoking engine, is taking on the last of these fangs. There's a few more missiles being fired there, back and forth. Now it's 1-on-1. Yep.
Now it's 1-on-1.
Yep. Blam. Break. Cut the inside of her turn. So obviously Brekov and Dana are talking to each other. There's a real dogfight happening here. Whoosh, scratch. Main hydraulics out. Backed up hydraulics damage. Massive oil leak. Turbine failure imminent. Disengage and take us home, Dana. All right. So the damage to Brekov's helicopter has become too great, and it's time to go home. He's still got the cigarette hanging out of his mouth though, which is funny. And Jezza, we've kind of lost you, mate. We're looking at your roof. You gotta turn your camera back around. There you are. Good work. Hey, you got Shipwreck's voice here?
I guess that's it for the bad guys. Both of them lumping around with their tails on fire. They'll be back.
Yep, they'll be back.
Time for me to suit up.
All right, so Deep Six is obviously going to go for a dive here.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit later, out comes Deep Six in his limited articulation
Yes.
diving suit.
Did you run a systems check on the Shark torpedo?
She checks out Deep Six.
Okay.
All valves functional and a full charge in the battery. All right, so they're about to launch the Shark. The Shark was what was under the tarp.
Yep.
Cool, huh?
Como cable free and clear. All voice and video communications on.
A secure
wire.
Yeah, that's right. Keep going if you like, mate.
No, go ahead.
Hatch sealed, internal pressure equalized. Let's get wet. That's a bit of an adult thing to say. John Hunter 73 says, "My beagle is looking at the TV when Ronnie is speaking in that high fish voice." Dana and Colonel Breckhoff and the Baroness have all flown off into the sunset now, so your beagle is off the hook. And yes, I do a very good check, lady. Thank you, Tristan. All 2 points of articulation from D6.
Yeah,
Tristan's saying he'd like to see it in classified.
Yeah.
Jezza would too, but a different version of Deep Six.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? The one with Finback. Yeah.
Or version 2. Either one.
Yeah. So we've got a bit of a splooch sound here. The Shark is being launched and disappears quickly under the waves. 10 nautical miles to the south, though. Breckhoff is obviously trying to land his damaged helicopter on the October Guard mothership, and there's a lot of Russian voices here. Do you want to take some of them on, Jezza?
Sure. Hi, mothership. Above. Prepare after dark for hard landing.
That's pretty good. So 10 nautical miles is 1.15 statute miles, or 1 minute of 1 degree longitude. Okay, all right. Thank you for that clarification, Larry. Good work. And
looks like the Kona and Dana got shot up. Hostile Hawk.
Stormovic is his name.
Stormovic.
Yeah.
Missile rocks are empty. Horror show. They gave us good as they got.
They certainly did.
What see you, Captain Bulgakov?
Bulgakov, yep.
I am thinking you can take that one. Last one.
I'm thinking Shrake. I think it's Shrake. That adventurous aggression is counter to party doctrine. Fair enough. That's funny. All right, so they're looking out over Colonel Breckhoff, and they're taking note that he's shot a few missiles and he's copped a few missiles. And look, he's going to attempt to land. Thump. Crash team off. Look smart. Yeah, far away.
Crash team off. Look smart. Nice landing, Dana. I don't have to file that negative report on you too to the KGB now.
Thank you, Comrade Colonel. Just when we'd had enough of Dana, she's back.
Go ahead.
You want me to? Bah! I just got rid of that burning cockpit smell from my uniform left over from the Afghanistan debacle with an asterisk. And the asterisk is referring to G.I. Joe Yearbook 2. So I might have to go and look that up. Yeah. Swords is confirming this is the issue where he learned about nautical miles. It's good. And Joe Aaron saying he wants a Shark in classified. Would be a great idea. Absolutely.
Yeah. I honestly like to see the October Guard in classified.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If they can do it.
Yeah. Bulgakov, the Americans have lost a sub in the Baltic. This is our pond. They're not even supposed to be here. The fact that they got past the Scandinavian defense system is incredible. I think the sound damping technology. What's Breckhoff got to say here? Oh, crikey. The scan on that text is
Yeah.
It's a bit dodgy. I think it's with your comprehensive knowledge of the Baltic, we can salvage that sub and advance our underwater capabilities to the level of the Imperialists. All we have to do is neutralize the crack G.I. Joe team who are ensconced on a Swedish vessel flying Swedish colors and obviously carrying Swedish papers. The Swedes are still upset about our sub that ran aground in their waters. As harbour master of Kaliningrad, I have responsibilities. That's why I was sent along to supervise this. You were too cautious, Bulgakov. That's why you never got promoted to admiral. So a bit of politics happening on board the Udalov or Udaloy.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like plans are afoot to resurface a sub. 10 nautical miles to the north. We cross back to the Baroness. You want to take Baroness here?
Firefly! Send! My way of eels for rescue. I'm going to detach the Fang before its bearing sees up.
That's right. So Baroness is about to crash land, and she's asked the eels for some help. And there it happens. Splop. You want to keep going, bro?
The Joes are on site, posing as Swedish fish 11. The Russians are in on this too.
Wow. Our sources in Scandinavia were correct. There is an American submarine on the bottom 10 miles from here. And they sent the Joes in to try a secret rescue because they're not supposed to be in the Baltic. Oh, interesting. So there's all sorts of conspiracies going on here.
Yeah.
Want to continue with Baroness's dulcet tones?
We must hold from the Joes and the Russians at bay until a Cobra salvage sub can sail here. Cobra can still do the components and technology sheets to the highest bidder. Get course due south. All engines ahead full.
Nice. So Cobra wants to salvage the sub now, and they want to be able to sell the secrets to the highest bidder. So back at the Christina, the G.I. Joe's fishing vessel. Christina the Shark, status, report. This is Deep Six. I'm initiating search procedure. So obviously going to look for this downed submarine. We'll commence video transmission upon making contact with the target. Sit tight, Deep Six. We've got company. Oh no, someone's coming back. Ahoy, the Christina. This is the frigate Udaloy. You're in a restricted Soviet naval operation zone. Change course to a due north, heading immediately. So the October Guard wants the Joes to bugger off.
Oh, look at that. Deep Six is sitting upright, not laying down in the shark.
Oh, was he? Oh, yeah, he is too.
The toy was laying down face first. I hated it.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Very good. Look at this. Swords is saying that a Soviet sub did run aground in Swedish waters in 1981. Sweden was officially neutral, but held a dim view of the Soviet Union. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have to look that up as well. Interesting. And Tristan says, yeah, eels are badass. Red Rooster says he loves the eels as well. They were his first G.I. Joe action figure. That's very cool. Yeah. Very, very cool. Armed and Plastic has joined us. Must have come in time for your Baroness voice or my Dana voice. Good to see you, Armed and Plastic. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We will move on. What's this referring to? No smorgasbord Saab turbo. No smorgasbord Saab turbo. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
No.
Maybe is that what Cutter's yelling to Shipwreck? They're still talking about that. Yeah. They're still talking about their dinner.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No one's Shipwreck.
Bluff them a little longer, Cutter. Deep Six still hasn't started his video transmission, so Torpedo's still on the bridge, waiting for some communication to come in from Deep Six. Wait a minute, it's on, and there's the submarine at the bottom of the ocean. Kiwi's enjoying himself. Thank you, Kiwi.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the Udalov, the Russians appear to be launching some divers. Hold her steady, Bulgakov. The hull will hide Dana and Horror Show as they dive down to intercept the commo cable between the Christina and the Shark. All right, they're going to cut the cable that wetsuit earlier plugged into the Shark for Deep Six. They will splice into the cable and release a buoy with a transmitter to relay the signal to monitors on the Oodaloi. So they're going to intercept the communications that were meant for the Joe ship. Dana will surface and harass the hydrofoil. All right, so Dana's going to deal with Cobra while this is all happening, and Horror Show will wreck the Shark. So Horror Show's a big boy. Funny to see him diving.
Yeah.
Funny stuff. All right, so it's all happening here, and the Joe's on board the Christina right in the middle of it while they're trying to do the world a favor and surface this submarine.
Oh, ahoy, the Christina! What now? A Cobra hydrofoil.
Yep, it's all happening. Just in the chat, Hello Geek says, Ronnie, I'd like to give a big thanks to GR Jetman for supporting my channel.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Yep. And Tristan wants to know if I saw his comment about the Titanic earlier. No, I didn't, mate. What did you say? I should scroll up. Do I have to scroll up? What? How far back was it, Tris? I can't find it, man. What did you say, bro? Let us know. Let us know. Anyway, Baroness is on the front of the hydrofoil, and she's telling the Joes, "We know who you really are and why you're here. Let's call a temporary truce and unite against the common foe." So, Cobra thinks that Joe could side with Cobra here against the Russians, but we all know that the October Guard were with the Joes, don't we?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see which way this goes. Meanwhile, though, as an aside, she's talking to Firefly. So Firefly has entered the fray here. Firefly deploy 2 eels to board the Russian frigate. They're already over the side. Okay, so they're going to take advantage of a couple of the Russians being underwater by jumping on their frigate. Colonel Brekhoff, Captain Bulgakov, come into the radar room. We're picking up the transmission from the cable splice. So they managed to splice the cable. And we're monitoring video images from the G.I. Joe Shark. That's it. A visual image of a Los Angeles class attack sub disabled on the seabed bed. Our sound probes confirm it. We can even hear the reactor popping. Okay. Sounds like most systems are shut down. They're conserving power and air. Baroness, they've confirmed the sub in place and weapons are ready. Neutralize the frigate's armaments. All right, so they're about to unleash hell on the Russian frigate, which is unfortunate. Satchel charges away, so Firefly has just chucked some explosives on deck of the frigate. And what do we got here? Blam! Obviously blown off one of the turrets, as Hillbilly would say. Joe Aros says, "What a toy that hydrofoil was! Absolutely was." Yeah. So one of the turrets has been blown to Kingdom Come. You want to do some voiceover here, Jezza?
Yeah. Battle stations. The man turret has been destroyed.
Yeah.
Cover me.
Shrike. Yeah, it's a weird name.
We've been boarded.
Yeah.
Out there on the flying bridge. I see him.
Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Disperse. Take out the missile launchers. Aha! 2 Cobra years are worth a company of Soviet Marines, but not the October God, Baroness. I thought that was Baroness talking.
That's all right. You did a great job regardless. So what's the Baroness dropped here? What's she dropped? She's dropped something. Okay, all right. So is this the October Guard up in the background? They've jumped on the back of the hydrofoil.
Oh, okay.
That's what's going on here. Yeah. Yep. So October Guards jumped on the back of the hydrofoil. This is was that Horror Show or was it Dana? I can't remember who they were sending up. Oh, I think it was Dana that they were sending up to. Yep. And you can see the blonde hair there. So Dana's crept up on the hydrofoil in the meantime. Horror Show's spliced the cable, obviously, but Dana's jumped up on the back of the boat. She's dropped a grenade down the hatch and blown the hydrofoil to King Come. And Baroness says, "It's that October Guard hussy. Dana, what stagnant pool did you crawl out of? Whack, oof!" And they're having a hand-to-hand sort of brawl on board the Cobra foil, which is just caught alight. No matter where you come from, you're going right back in, and kicks her off the side of the ship. So Baroness looks like she's issuing orders to Firefly here, who is in no condition to follow them. You can read them if you want, man.
Turn us around, Firefly. Look where we're headed. That grenade knocked out our controls. The wheel and the throttle are frozen.
Oh, so now the hydrofoil are sitting ducks. They can't. We can't turn or stop. Oh no! And look at that, man. They're heading straight for the GI Joe vessel. By the looks of it, is that the frigate? I think it might be the frigate. They headed back towards the Russian frigate. I think they are. Oh no! Anyway, back on the Christina. Okay, torpedo and wetsuit. Time to suit up and hit the drink. Skyhook's on schedule. Affirmative. What's the skyhook? Oh, I guess we're about to find out. Joe wants to know if any comic did explosions better than G.I. Joe in the 80s. I'd submit that it had no equal. It's a very good observation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. And yes, just confirming, Eric calls it a turret. Royal Rooster says, yes, thank you, Swords. We've learnt some history while reading some Joe comics.
Yeah.
Very, very true. And yes, Sword says, Royal Rooster, that's what makes the comic stand head and shoulders over the Sunbow series. Oh. Jez is a big fan of the Sunbow series. But yeah, the comic is different.
Yeah.
Anyways, back below the ocean, we obviously go back to Horror Show. Below the Christina, Horror Show approaches the shark. Oh no, he's going to pop the hatch by the looks of it, and drag Deep Six out of it. But what? He's gone. Where did he go? Deep Six has disappeared out of the shark. Funnily enough, though, they are running a VCR underwater.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's a professional VCR in the cockpit of the shark, which is now filling with water. It's fantastic. It's very funny. So Horror Show is looking for Deep Six, but can't find him. And then all of a sudden, Deep Six sneaks up behind him and whacks him on the back of the head. Bonk. Anyways, back on the surface, the disabled hydrofoil is still heading straight for the Oodaloy. Do you want to read some of the captions here, bro?
Yeah. Hard report. The Cobra hydrofoil is ramming us. Too late. Our turn radius is too wide. Rig for collision. Prepare to repel borders.
Firefly says our only chance is to board the Russian frigate and take it over. That's not as hard as it may seem. There are only a limited number of armed troops on a Soviet naval vessel. They haven't trusted sailors with small arms since the Potemkin. Maybe Swords can tell us what the Potemkin is. He doesn't have to actually, because it's right there in the little caption. In 1905, the crew of the Russian battleship Potemkin mutinied in support of the striking workers in Odessa. Another history lesson. Interesting. You have to go and look that up on Wikipedia as well. Interesting. Very interesting. So bang! The Cobra foil, hydrofoil, smashes into the side of the Oodaloy. And on jumps Baroness and Firefly. And Firefly looks like a badass in this frame, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Joe Amra says Deep Six obviously has a lot more dexterity than his action figure.
Yeah.
So he got out of the cockpit, he hid from Horror Show, and then smacked him in the back of the head. I don't think a real Deep Six could have done that. So anyway, Baroness jumps on board for Cobra. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat. It's the personal survival and the promises of riches. So Firefly's in it for the money, man. He's a badass. And there's a movie about the battleship.
I gotta get Firefly.
Yeah, he's a good figure. Both in the vintage and the classified.
Yeah, I had the first Firefly, but it sucked.
Fair enough. Shrag, bring down the RPD and lay down a field of fire on the main deck. The Baroness and Firefly have taken control of the bow. So it's on, mate. An RPD is a 7.62 by 39 mil light machine gun. Okay. Fair enough.
The two Cobra EOs control the high group of the funnel amidships. We're caught in a crossfire. What they really want is the bridge above us.
Yeah. Keep going if you like, brother.
Hold them out. Break off. I'm depending on you to keep the Cobras from winning.
Yeah, there's one down the bottom here for reasons.
For reasons you would find quite surprising.
He's hinting at something to come, obviously.
Lay down. Lay down heavy fire suppression. I've gone to frag the main deck.
He's going to throw a grenade.
That'll keep their heads down. Wait long enough for the Baroness and Firefly to rush the bridge. Fire in the hole!
Ping! Kaboom! Now! Storm the stairs! Oh, here we go. Meanwhile, at the stern of the Oodaloi, a sodden Dana climbs back on board. Eels on the funnel deck. Cobra's been busy. So Dana's fished herself out of the water after obviously sabotaging the hydrofoil and being kicked overboard by the Baroness. And she's hauled herself back up on the back of the Oodaloi. And she's going to take out the eels that are giving the Russians some trouble. Let's see if this plastic case for my Dragunov is really watertight to 200 meters. So she had her Dragunov rifle in a plastic case, which is very convenient. And she's been down to 200 meters. So hopefully it's still working when she pulls it out. And the Dragunov, as we can see here, is a sniper rifle based on the AK-47. I'm seriously questioning Firefly's commitment to sparkle motion. Okay, fair enough. And Ryan Royston wants to know why the Baroness sounds like Mickey Mouse. Welcome to Disney Special Missions. That's funny. Good stuff. All right. Keep going here. So she pulls the Dragunov out, and it is working. Kapow, kapow. She picks off those eels pretty quickly. Meanwhile, on the far side of the Oodaloi,
hi, Mr. Torpedo, and Mr. Wetsuit. Everything is on schedule. To the second captain, Bogdanov. Time to strap on your harness.
Here we go. So it appears that the October Guard and the Joes were working together the whole time. Your compatriots on the funnel deck have been removed from action, Baroness. Your situation is hopeless. Throw down your weapons. We're not licked yet. We're not licked yet. Break off. Mickey Mouse Baroness is back.
That's a Cobra sub. Surfacing off our starboard beam.
Yeah, it's a weird way of putting that. It's just when the Joes and the October Guard think they've got the upper hand, in comes a Cobra submarine. You want to read this? I reckon that looks like Destro there.
Go ahead.
Cease hostilities immediately. There's no downed American submarine. This was all a fabrication perpetuated by the G.I. Joe team. It's Destro. He's lying, Colonel Breckoff. I have a perfect sight picture for a headshot. If he shot Destro in the head, would he die?
Ding!
Yes, the eels in this issue do have a wild color scheme, Joe. I've noticed that. It's there it is. No, Tristan's getting turned on by my my Dana voice, my Baroness voice, and he also says it's not Destro. It's not Destro. It's not Destro. Okay, so you are saying it's Destro. Right, fair enough. Do a Scottish accent. All right, I'll see if I can read it in a Scottish accent. Cease hostilities immediately. There's no downed American submarine. This was all a fabrication perpetuated by the G.I. Joe team. How's that, Tristan? Is that a good Scottish accent, mate? Do you like that? Yes, Dana. Let's hear him out. You never really saw the sub. The video image was a pre-recorded tape of a model in a fish tank. They expected you to splice into their line. You want to read the caption there, brother?
This sound signature was generated by a sonic emulator torpedo that's used for target practice on the Atlantic Range. Sounds just like the real thing.
Wow. So there was no downed submarine after all of that. It was a setup, obviously, to lure Cobra into a trap. But they're about to explain this. But why? What was the purpose of this charade? Says Breckoff. Still smoking a cigarette.
Here's the reason. Here's the reason.
Captain Bulgakov? Really? Quite correct. Old party hardliner Bulgakov turns out to be a defector. My wife was a loyal party member too. Her grandfather was a hero of the October Revolution, and her father lost both legs at Stalingrad. The party was her life, but she was a Jew. Oh, wow. In her naivety, she could not believe that her beloved party would hold her heritage against me. She loved me so much, you see, and I loved her more than a sailor does love the sea. When she realized that the husband of a Jew could never become an admiral, she stopped wanting to live. We covered that a little bit earlier on. Breckoff was giving Bulgakov a bit of shtick, saying that he would never become an admiral. But it turns out that politics have kept him from that post.
Yeah,
and that's why he's joined forces with the Joes. She died in January when the port of Kaliningrad is covered with ice, as white as a winding sheet. And with her died my loyalty to the party. Should I do my Scottish accent again?
Go ahead.
There's the reason for the charade, Breckoff. The harbour master of Kaliningrad wanted to defect, and the Jaws needed the October Guard to bring him to the middle of the Baltic to extract him. And they needed Cobra to cause a diversion while they effected that extraction. That's why we were both leaked information about the supposed sub. So the plan has been explained in its full detail here. Tristan loves my Scottish accent. He says it's pretty good. And Mrs. B's still watching and laughing at me. Royal Rooster says that Destro sounds like Scotty from Star Trek.
Yeah, he does.
I cannot do it, Captain. I do not have the power.
I can't do it. I can't do it, Captain.
It's on the money, says Kiwi. Oh, there it is. Tristan says,
there you go.
I cannot do it, Captain. I don't have the power. It's funny. Sword says, at Joe Fest in 2024, he asked Larry Hama if he had read The Hunt for Red October. That novel was published in 1984, and this comic was written in 1986. So many similarities in the plot of both. Interesting. Very interesting. Carlos Salinas says, Captain, there to be whales. All the cool Scottish stuff is coming out now. But look, obviously in the background here, we noticed a rather large jet is heading towards the situation. And who's on board the jet but Hawk and Wild Bill. Do you want to take these voices?
Yeah. Some mission there, Hawk. Hey, Hawk. The Joes never fired a shot. That's what I call a perfect mission, Wild Bill.
It's fantastic. Yeah, it looks like they've picked up Bulgakov because he wanted to defect. Welcome aboard. I reckon, is that Roadblock? There might be Roadblock there, eh? It looks like it's definitely a bald man. Welcome aboard, Captain Bulgakov. That starbow rig extraction can be a little jolting. So this was the skyhook that they had lined up.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I found the experience quite uplifting, says Bulgakov. And then Destro. Cease firing, you idiots. They're out of range before you started shooting. Ah, me haggis. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. So back on board the Christina. They're winching the shark back on board.
Ahoy.
Yeah.
We know that Deep Six is more concerned with the wenching than the shark back on board. But how about giving me and wetsuit a hand? Sure thing, Torpedo. Clap, 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 clap.
Shipwreck's always causing trouble.
You're a laugh
a minute. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're a laugh a minute, Shipwreck. Hey, that's some fish you caught there. Deep Six beamed him with a number 6 pipe wrench, but he's too big. So they're talking about horror show here.
Yeah. Gotta throw him back.
Horror show is not forgetting this. They just kick him overboard. It's a bit rough. And what's Shipwreck got to say for himself here?
I think this calls for a nice frosty round of Yojo Cola.
Oh, Yojo Cola. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, yeah.
Back on the Oodaloi. You daren't shoot us, Brekov. Your main turret is knocked out, and Destro has his torpedo tubes zeroed right on your flank, which means I don't have to be civil about it. And Brekov kicks Firefly and Baroness overboard. And that's the end.
That's the end.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Next issue. Next
yeah.
issue. Clutch and Breaker take on a Doomsday Machine in Words of Honor. Be here.
Yeah, so that's Special Missions 2, which we might cover in a couple of weeks' time if everyone has enjoyed this.
Yes.
I think that's been.
I can work on my Clutch voice.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So what are they saying? Clutch and
Breaker.
Clutch and Breaker. Okay. Interesting. We'll have to have a look. Cool beans. Did you enjoy that, mate?
I did.
Cool.
When I could read the words, right?
Yeah, it's some of the scan was a bit grainy on.
I'm getting old, so I can't read it as well.
Yeah. Royal Rooster says he could go a Yojo Cola right now.
Yeah, I got some right here.
Yeah. Larrabelle says yes, Yojo Cola is a real thing. Oh, I need some of this Yojo Cola.
Larrabelle.
My wife is very. Yep.
Thanks, Mrs. Burgess.
Yep. Mrs. Burgess is a librarian who regularly does story time with kids, so that's high praise, Jeremiah.
Nice.
And Larry says he needs this every night before he goes to bed. Sword says that was heaps of fun as well. Yeah, and so does Royal Rooster. Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. That was fun. So maybe we'll stay tuned to my channel, and perhaps in a couple of weeks' time we'll cover Special Missions number 2. Armed and Plastic says our voices were quite convincing.
Thanks.
What you got coming up on your channel, Jezza?
Not really much. I gotta do a review for Slice and Dice, and I'm thinking about doing a live unboxing of Budo and Desert Scorpion. I've never done one live. I've never done an unboxing live, so I want to see if I can do it. So
scratch it in, mate.
Still got another video of my Serpentor versus the Multiverse coming. So just been kind of cold outside, so
yeah. Scratch it in, mate. I'll watch. I'll definitely watch. Yeah, mate. Get it scheduled up. I'll be there. I don't know what I've got coming up on my channel. I did a video last week. I've always got ideas for other ones, but
anytime you want to do a game show, I'm up for it.
Okay, yeah.
Unless it's only for Adam. I don't want to bother Adam.
Nah, he's all right. He's good. You're not bothering him at all.
I like game shows.
Yeah. Well, look, Swords has said he's keen to be a guest reader, so maybe I'll get in touch with Matt and we can get him on for special missions too. That'll be fun. And Joe Ara says very cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah. So look, if you're here, you're new, you're watching us for the first time. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. Helps get the word out. We're not professionals by any stretch, but we love G.I. Joe. That's that's what it's all about, eh?
He's all ring. I'm classified.
Absolutely. Anyway, I'll see you next time, Jezza.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. I had fun.
Too, man.